Welcome back to A Plus Parents, everyone. And with me today is one of our, here we go, you ready? One of our top students. This is a graduating senior. His name is William Griffin, and William lives in Mississippi. He's been doing homeschooling since he was 10 years old, and now he's 17, and he's getting ready to graduate. He found us a couple of years ago, so I'm going to let him share a little bit about his story. But one of the things about William that you're going to find really cool is that William is going to be a culinary arts major when he gets to college, and he wants to be a chef. But what he told me was that he said he wants to be what he calls social media chef. So I'm going to have him share a little bit about that. So he's not only going to get his major in culinary when he's in college, but he's also going to have a double major where he's also getting a major in marketing, which is going to be very useful if he's going to be practicing his social media skills while doing his chef skills as well. So first of all, William, thank you for being here. Thanks for making time in your day to be here, and welcome to the A Plus Parents Podcast.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so it's great. So, okay, so let's see, you've been homeschooling for a while. So you started when you were 10 years old, and you've been doing it all this time. And about 2 years ago, you found our program. And so, you know, if you look like when you're working in culinary and some of the things you're going to be up to, there's some math that's going to be involved in there, right? So, you know, oftentimes people look at when they're looking at different curriculums and they find something that's working or they find something that's not working and they try to find something that would work for them. What was it like for you to make a change from the program you were using when you came to our program?
When I first saw Mr.D Math, I thought I was going to say, oh no, it's another math program. I said, oh no, I said, I'm scared. I said, I don't know. I said, I hope it is very understanding. And I said, it is not as time consuming because I had like 6 other subjects. And I'm like, I said, I like math, but I said, I don't know. I said, it's a hard change. And then I saw the Mr.D Math. I said, he's funny. I said, and I actually understand the concept. I said, I really like this. I said, I can get into this. I said, well, I said, I just really like Mr.D Math because I said everything about it. I said he teaches hard concepts and breaks them down to little bites so that way you can understand everything. And I just really like that about Mr.D Math.
Well, that's good. And you know what? When we get this, when we publish this and have it up and the episode up, the first thing I'm going to do is have my daughter, let her hear you say that you think I'm funny, because she tells me all the time, Dad, you're not funny. And I'm like, I'm really funny. So I'm glad you think I'm funny. That's good. So, okay, so let's look like, so now you're doing our courses. You've done Algebra 2 and you're doing our pre-calc this year, and you're doing the course what we call Mr. S. His name's Mr. Seth. And you've got an A in the class, you get a 95 average. It's super cool, right? So if you're looking at the things, here you are getting ready to graduate college, how has our program helped you achieve? Like, what would you say, like, how did Mr. D Math help you achieve the things that you're up to in your life?
Well, Mr.D Math helped me achieve. Now I do like the honor section because it helps you dive deep into certain concepts, and it makes you connect the dots between like what is it in real application. So that has personally helped me understand the different careers, and so like it helped me narrow out what careers I like to do and what I don't like to do. So and this also why I like culinary, because I said it's not like complicated math, but it also is, I like to create and eat a lot. I like to make recipes. So I said, this is the math that I like.
That's awesome. Well, that's great. You know, and you know, when we started to do the honors assignments, I was researching, well, what does it look like and what do we really need to do? And it was interesting because I've looked in so many other courses and looked at them, and you know, it's always the person that's writing the course that picks the honors assignment for you to do, right? And I really thought about it, and I thought, you know, what if we let you decide on what you wanted to research, because it's your honors assignment? And so that's why we do the honors assignment that way, so that when you're going through that, we're having you research topics that are in math, but you research it based on finding out what you just said. And I love how you said that, because you found out things that you were interested in doing and you could see where the math applies. And then it also led you to things that you know those are things you're not interested in doing. So that's the exact point of why we have the honors assignment set up that way, so that you get to discover for yourself. And, you know, people, have you ever heard this when you get out in the real world? Have you ever heard people tell you that before? You know, like, well, you know, you're doing math now, but in the real world, right? And I just think that's the funniest thing to me, because I think, well, wait, what world, if the real world is not the one that you're in. What world are you in? You must be in some kind of pretend world, right? But
Yeah.
there's not a real world out there. So I always say it's math outside of a classroom, right? So that's great. So now here you are, and you know that you're going to be doing marketing, which is going to take you into some business classes. You'll probably learn some accounting and good things like that you'll discover while you're going through your business program. And then in the culinary program. So not just our program, but any math program. How do you think math is going to help you in your career?
I think math is going to help you in, I think, any career, because math helps you understand basics and it helps you define certain terms, and helps you, like I said earlier, connect the dots, and it helps you it's like almost engineering, and it almost like pictures inside your head, and it helps, the brain fire and connect them all together.
I love that. Yeah, you're getting all those little things, those little neurons running around in there, and they're starting to talk to each other like, hey, okay. And then it opens doors for you, right? Which I think one of those things might be, how do you know, like, you've had all your experience in homeschooling and you've discovered cooking, right? Why did you choose culinary?
I chose culinary because I watched Master Chef Junior, and I liked seeing. I said, you know what, I could do that. And then I found out that what culinary, I did a lot of research, and I was like, I said I like cooking. I said, and I said I can get into, I'm doing this as what I want to do for a career, because I said I really did not want to be. It was either that or like be an astrologer, and I was like, I do not want to do astronomy or anything like that, because I said that does not interest me. And then when I was little, I said I wanted to be a chef, and then to find out that now that it's like a full circle, saying that I get to finally be the chef that I want to be, and
Oh,
I get to
that's so great.
cook all the imaginative things that I want to create.
All right, great. And it's great because you got a fun personality, right, William? So, and you talked about being a social media chef. So how is that different from being like a chef that would be in a restaurant where you're at the same restaurant every day? How's social media chef? How's that different?
Well, social media chef is where you can record yourself and explain a certain dish, instead of being trapped to one like particularly traditional like Italian restaurant. You have like only can cook like Italian dishes, but as a social media chef, you can record tutorials or like step-by-step videos of any dish you want to do, and it helps people who want to become chefs also, like a building block for them.
Oh, that's great. So, people are going to dial you up on YouTube and they're going to see your channel and there you are, right? And yeah, that's great. You also told me, and it's really great because you're studying marketing, and you said one of the ways that you're going to help generate some income while you're building up your social media presence that's going to be out there is you're going to do some affiliate marketing, and you wanted to sell pots and pans. So I love that because it supports what you're already doing. But for people that may not understand affiliate marketing, can you tell us a little bit, what does that mean to you? So you're going to do affiliate marketing for pots and pans. How's that going to work?
Affiliate marketing is basically where you have like those links in the videos where they have so let's say for instance you want to sell one of your Mr. D courses, you have a link under there and it goes straight to there. So every time someone usually clicks the link or something like that, they get paid for that, and because it's referrals. And so for every time they get paid like a certain percentage of for someone, if they get like a credit card, they get, I think, $100 for if they sign up for the people, if they sign up using the affiliate link. And so it's basically a method of getting paid while about all the referral programs you have.
That's great. Well, that's really good. And you actually explained that really well. In fact, we use we have a team of people that are affiliate marketers for us. And so they share about our programs. And then if people are interested in getting in purchasing the programs, them a link and do the same thing, and we can share with them. So they help us do our advertising, which is exactly what you're going to do for a pots and pan company. And the great thing is that you get to pick the pots and pans companies that are the kinds of pots and pans that you want to use, right? So you don't have to just sell everybody. You can sell the ones that you're really interested in. Well, that's really cool. So let's see. So you've been doing our course for a couple of years now. What would you say? What do you enjoy the most about the Mr. D Math program?
One, the teachers are super fun, and they're and I like the stories that they connect. Before class, I like when they get to talk about like how their son, how Mr. S had talked about his son in basketball. It was just so funny. And then he also has like like we have like the emojis in class, and like it's just fun. Like when you get something right, he's like, yes. He said, I agree with that. So he said, yes, check mark. He said, or cookie emoji. It's just very fun, and they're all engaging, and they're not dry. They all have fun personalities, which is what I enjoy personally the most.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, very cool. So yeah, and Mr. S he's been a teacher for like 20 some years, right? And now he works with us now. We're so happy to have him because he's just awesome. So that's good. I
And
didn't know
Mr. H is awesome
and
too.
you had Mr. H too. Mr. H is a pretty funny
Yes,
guy, right? Yeah.
I love Mr. He was in the Barbados Islands when he did it, so I was like, he got to tell all about his adventures all throughout the summer. I was like, oh, I said, I can't wait to find out what we do next week.
Yeah,
And
which is
and
great. So yeah, you get to kind of see like what's possible and things you can do. And that's really, really cool. So how do you think your story, because you have a great story, right? How do you think your story is going to impact other people and change other people's lives?
I think the best way to try to do is be the best version of myself, because if I be the best version of myself, people will see that and they'd be like, hey, that guy did a good job. I said, and I want to try doing what he's doing. Or like he does good guidance and stuff. So I think that I can go with that guy's idea. So just be the best version of myself, because if you do that, you'll be straightforward.
That's great. And William, for me, I love goal setting. I do a goal setting process and I've been practicing it now for about 30 years. And it has me do everything from business to managing my health. I mean, everything. So I put it all in my yearly plan and I plan out and have my goals. And I know you set some goals too, right? So what's the goal that you made for your future?
Well, the goal I made for my future is to become one of the best chefs, like Martha Stewart, where she just markets herself. And she's one of the biggest in culinary. I want to be one of the biggest in culinary, and then I also want to be just active in whatever I want, whatever I do, get fit and basically be persistent in all that I do, and make it so I don't have to be where nothing bores me in my career.
So you're out to have fun. I like that. Good. Well, that's really good. And you know what? We are too. That's why we want math to be fun for people. And at the same time, we want you to learn. We want you to challenge you at the same time. And so I love that you've had that experience where you've got a chance to have fun. You found that the course is challenging. And I really like that you have enjoyed the honors assignment so much. So that's really, really exciting to hear.
Also, I
Well,
love the college and career readiness class. It's so much
oh,
fun. Yes,
very
I'm
cool.
taking it right now, and didn't get to do the stock market challenge because the
Okay.
last time I did it in my class, and we had a community called Classical Conversations. I got to do that stock market challenge, and I won because, well, no one else was as active as I was and paid
Uh-huh.
attention as much. But this one is super fun because I get to do it with other people, and other people in class. We get to talk and chat and just talk about if it's good ideas and what other people thinking too.
Yeah, that's so cool. You want to know something funny, William? When I made that class, it's probably, like of all of of our classes, it's one of those classes that if people actually knew what you'd get out of the class, everyone would want to take it. But it's not one of those classes that's like required, like math or science or history or something like that, right? but you got to do the thing with goal setting, and we talk about time management in that class, and the whole stock market challenge, which goes on for about a couple of months. So that's awesome. And that was a good group, because I know some of the students we have in that class. So that's great. Do you like working with Miss Candy, Miss C in that class?
She's
pretty cool, right?
She's cool. Yes.
Yeah.
Although I also did the YouTube one. I still probably need to finish that one though, because I haven't been busy with it, not filming videos.
Yeah,
But
well, that's okay. You still got time to do it, which is great.
Yes.
Well, very good. And William, what we'll do is we're going to put in our show notes, we'll put up your YouTube channel so people can find out more about you and what you're up to. And here's what I'd like to do, if this is okay with you, is after you finish and you graduate, you head off to college, let's do this again next year in the fall, once college starts or sometime around then. Have you come back and let's see what you're up to and how things are going. How's that sound?
That sounds cool.
Okay. All right.
Also,
awesome.
my mom and dad, they're roofers, so they said we should have got t-shirt. They said we should have wear like a roofing t-shirt, because we're roofers in Mississippi, so we're always looking for business. So I found out to be so I have a business in mind. So then we're expanding, which is why I'm also in culinary, because we want to have culinary business that keeps expanding for my future generation.
Oh, that's so cool. That's great. Well, very good. And glad that your mom and dad are in the roofing business. It's so needed. So that's cool. And you're going to be studying marketing, so you can help them with their marketing as you start to unfold that when you're in college too. So good for you. That's great. All right, William. Well, thank you again for making your time work to be here today. We enjoyed having you. And for everybody that's tuned in today, we'll see you next time on A+ Parents. Thanks for listening. Bye, everyone.
Bye.